Good morning, guys, and welcome to week 4 of Edward Reads Books. It's going to be a little bit of a different video today. I'm having quite a slow morning. The weather isn't great, but it is like perfect time to do some reading, so that's what I plan on doing this morning. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you about some of the books that I'm probably going to read for November. And yeah, let's get into it. As you can see, guys, the weather today is just looking absolutely horrid. It's raining, it just looks miserable. So the plan is to sit with my book here and just get a bit of reading done. I might put some sort of music on or something. But yeah, that's the plan. So, to update you guys, I have been reading The Handmaid's Tale. This is one of my books for October, after the Virgin Suicides. I'm about, let's see, I'm on page 187, so I've read a fair chunk of it. I'm hoping to get this finished by the end of today, and then I'm going to move on to The Haunting of Hill House, which is what I talked about in my last video. So yeah, just having a bit of a slow morning. I'm going to put on some music and I'm going to do a bit of reading, and then I will talk to you about what I'm going to read for, or you might have just got a little preview there, what I'm going to read for November. So yeah. Okay, guys, so here we've got some Shire Lord of the Rings beats on. This was sort of great to do some reading too. I love Lord of the Rings. Alright guys, so just done a bit of reading. I'm just going to talk to you. This is Wiggy, by the way. This is my cat. It's very affectionate. I'm going to talk to you about some of the books I'm going to read for November. Throughout this month, I don't know, I've had a bit of a reading slump, to be completely honest with you. I have read The Virgin Suicides, and I got through that pretty quickly, but I've not read as much of The Handmaid's Tale as much as I wanted to, and I think I'm just finding it tricky, and I think it's probably my own fault, but I think I've read too many books that are kind of dark and dystopian, and I just feel like maybe for next month, for November, I need some books that are kind of just going to be quite light-hearted and they're going to make me laugh a bit. So I am determined kind of to get through this today, so that's what I kind of plan on doing while the weather's not great. But I am going to talk to you about the books that I'm going to read for November. The first one I've heard quite a lot of people talk about, purely for the I feel like I'm not in shot here. Purely for the sort of British sense of humour, and Wiggy's now deciding to ruin my shot. Thanks, Wiggy. Yeah, and the first one is, Wiggy, please move your tail out of the way. No, come over here. Hey, sorry about this, guys. So the first one is High Fidelity by Nick Hornby. I've heard quite a few good things about this. I've heard that there's some really good sort of witty British humour in it, and I just need a book that's kind of going to make me laugh, like laugh out loud, and something that I can just sort of enjoy sitting with on the sofa and just kind of immerse myself in. So honestly, I don't know too much about it, but I have heard that it's very, very funny. I'm actually trying to find some information on what it's actually about, because the blurb doesn't actually tell you what it's about, which is unusual. But anyway, I have heard good things about this, but like I say, I don't really know too much what it's about. I just know that a lot of people that I follow on YouTube like it, and I know that it's supposed to be quite funny. So if you have any thoughts, or you know kind of what this book's like about, please let me know in the comments, because I'd be very intrigued to know, because I could do some more information really about it, but I just know that a lot of people like it, and a lot of people think it's a funny book, and I see on the front that Harry and Phil likes this book, so I mean, I quite like Harry and Phil. I think he's very funny. So yeah, so I'm going to read High Fidelity in November. I'm intrigued to see what this is like. The next one is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. Again, I've heard some pretty good things about this. This also kind of relates to what I do for a job. So the main character in it has Asperger's syndrome, and I work with people with autism and sort of special needs and things. So for me, it's actually quite intriguing, this book. It's really intrigued me. And I know a couple of my family members have read this book and said it was really good. But again, I think this is probably going to be quite easygoing and light-hearted. So I'll read the blurb to you guys. So, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is a murder mystery novel like no other. The detective and narrator is Christopher Boone. Christopher is 15 and has Asperger's syndrome. He knows a very great deal about maths and very little about human beings. He loves lists, patterns, and the truth. He hates the colours yellow and brown and being touched. He has never gone further than the end of the road on his own, but when he finds a neighbour's dog murdered, he sets out on a terrifying journey which will turn his whole world upside down. Yeah, I kind of love like a sort of a murder mystery, but like the fact that the main character has Asperger's and kind of likes very specific things, is kind of like, it's quite relatable to me and what I kind of do for work and everything. So I'm kind of really intrigued to get through this, and yeah, I've really just picked these two books for November because, like I said, I feel like I've been in a bit of a reading slump. I feel like maybe 3 books for next month is probably a bit too ambitious. I think so far I have read 33 books this year, and actually for a lot of YouTubers that's kind of like rookie numbers, really. I know some people that have read 45 or whatever, but I've got quite a demanding job, so it's kind of finding the time is quite difficult. So what I try and do is set aside time in the evenings before I go to sleep, and that's kind of where I do the bulk of my reading. So yeah, I don't really put any pressure on myself to read any books or anything, or finish any books in a certain time frame. I think that's sort of counterproductive for me. So yeah, I hope this has been a bit of a different video, guys. I was a bit unsure of kind of what to record and what people might find interesting. But yeah, this is just kind of like a realistic, slow morning for me, where kind of not really much is going on, but I'm just, while the weather's not great, I'll just spend a bit of time reading, a bit of time relaxing, having that downtime. I think it's quite important in today's age where everything's so fast-paced, that you do give yourself that downtime. And when it's autumnal like this, and it's kind of rainy and stuff, it's kind of the perfect time to read. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video today, guys, and I think I've got an exciting video planned coming up soon, where I'm going to visit what I think is one of the best libraries in the whole of the UK, and a really, really underrated place to go and read, and I'm really excited to film that and get that up for you guys. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.